It is the hottest day of the summer. Inside your home, the air feels heavy, stagnant, and almost like an oven. You walk over to check your thermostat, look at the rising digital numbers, and hesitate. You know that running your central air conditioning system all day long will drain hundreds of dollars from your bank account by the end of the month. Window air conditioning units are not much better. They are heavy, noisy, difficult to install, and they suck up massive amounts of electricity, easily adding $30 to $50 to your monthly utility bill. You are left with a terrible, sweating choice: suffer through the heat wave and discomfort, or watch your hard-earned money melt away to the utility company. But what if you did not have to make that choice? What if you could drop your room's temperature by 10 to 15 degrees in less than 20 minutes, using a setup that costs virtually nothing to run? This is a simple, physics-backed cooling hack that off-grid homesteaders, cabin dwellers, and traditional farm families have relied on for generations to stay ice-cold during the peak of summer. By combining a standard household fan with 2 frozen plastic bottles, you can create a localized air conditioner that delivers instant, shivering relief exactly where you need it most. But here is the catch that ruins it for most people. Most people who attempt this DIY air conditioner project fail miserably. They complain that the ice melts in under 2 hours, or that the setup turns their hardwood floor or carpet into a soaking wet puddle of condensation. There is a secret step, a simple chemistry trick, that most people completely miss. If you do this wrong, you will end up with a lukewarm fan and a messy, wet floor. But if you do it right, your homemade air conditioner will pump out freezing cold air for up to 8 hours straight. To build a DIY air conditioning system that actually works and lasts all day, you only need a few common household items that you probably already have lying around. First, you need an oscillating standing fan or a standard table fan. A small 12-inch fan is perfect for cooling a single desk or workspace, while an 18-inch fan has the power to cool an entire bedroom or small living area. Second, you need 2 clean, 1-liter plastic water bottles or soda bottles. Third, you need some zip ties, paper clips, bread ties, or picture hangers to attach the bottles. Fourth, you need a thick kitchen towel or microfiber cloth. And finally, you need ordinary table salt. Let us talk about the chemistry, because this is where the magic happens and where the success of your unit is decided. If you freeze plain tap water, it freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and it returns to room temperature incredibly fast once it is exposed to the warm airflow of a fan. To double your cooling time and make the air feel significantly colder, you must use a scientific principle known as freezing point depression. By adding exactly 1/4 cup of ordinary table salt to each 1-liter bottle before freezing, you completely alter the chemical structure and behavior of the ice. The salt molecules dissolve in the water and physically disrupt the formation of the rigid ice crystals, forcing the freezing point down to about 25 to 28 degrees Fahrenheit. When you place this salt water mixture into a standard household freezer running at its normal setting of 0 degrees, the solution freezes all the way down to a super chilled 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. The resulting saltwater ice is significantly colder than plain water ice could ever be. More importantly, as the ice slowly melts, the salty brine stays well below 32 degrees Fahrenheit for the entire duration of the melt cycle. This simple chemical trick extends your effective cooling time from a brief 4 hours to a massive 6 to 8 hours of continuous cold air. But you must be careful with the dosage. If you add more than 1/3 of a cup of salt, your freezer will not get cold enough to freeze the bottle solid, and it will just sit there as a cold slush. 1/4 cup is the absolute sweet spot for a standard home freezer. Now, let us prepare the bottles step by step. Fill each 1-liter plastic bottle with fresh water, but make sure to leave about 1 inch of empty headspace at the top of the bottle. This headspace is critical because water expands as it turns into ice, and a completely full bottle will split wide open under the pressure. Add your 1/4 cup of table salt directly into the bottle. Cap the bottle tightly, and shake it vigorously for 2 to 3 minutes until the salt is fully dissolved in the water. Once the salt is dissolved, place the bottles in your freezer for 12 to 18 hours. Because salt water has a lower freezing point, it takes longer to freeze than regular water, so letting them sit overnight is the best way to ensure they freeze solid. Once your bottles are frozen solid, you are ready for assembly. First, unplug the fan from the wall. Safety must always come first. Remove the front grill of your fan to access the blade area. Then look at the back grill of the fan. You must position the two frozen bottles upside down, with the narrow bottlenecks pointing down towards the floor and the wider bottle bottoms pointing up towards the ceiling. This upside-down orientation keeps the bottles perfectly centered behind the spinning fan blades and prevents them from tipping forward into the blades. Feed your zip ties through the fan's back vent slots. Wrap them tightly around the narrow neck of the bottle and pull them secure. The narrow neck acts as a natural stopper, preventing the bottle from sliding out of the harness. Use a second zip tie around the middle of the bottle body to keep it completely stable. Make absolutely sure the bottles do not touch the spinning blades or block the fan's oscillation mechanism. If they restrict the turning motion, the fan motor will strain, heat up, and potentially burn out. If you want an even easier way to run this system, you can use the quick change method. Instead of permanent zip ties, you can use S-hooks, picture hangers, paper clips, or bread ties. By attaching a picture hanger or paper clip to the neck of the bottle with a single zip tie, you create a permanent, built-in hook. This allows you to simply hang the frozen bottles on the back wire grill of the fan. When the ice eventually melts, you can lift the bottles off in 2 seconds and hang a fresh, frozen pair right up without needing to cut any zip ties. No matter which mounting setup you choose, you must prepare for natural condensation. As the warm, humid air in your room hits the freezing surface of the plastic bottles, water droplets will form on the outside of the plastic. This sweating is guaranteed by the laws of thermodynamics. Always place a thick, absorbent towel directly underneath the fan to catch every single drop of condensation. For safety, you should also plug your fan into a GFI or GFCI outlet to prevent any moisture-related electrical issues. Now, plug in the fan and turn it on to full speed. The cooling effect is almost instantaneous. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you will feel a refreshing, chilly breeze. Within 20 minutes, the overall temperature of a medium-sized room can drop by 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Let us look at the honest math of why this DIY setup is such a massive financial opportunity. A standard window air conditioner costs anywhere from $200 to $500 to buy and easily adds $30 to $50 to your electric bill every single month. On the other hand, a high-quality household fan costs between $20 and $40 to buy once. The water bottles are free if you reuse them, and a bag of table salt costs less than $2 and will last you the entire summer. Even better, a small oscillating fan draws less than 1 amp of electricity, typically around 50 watts. This means running the fan for 10 hours uses less than half a kilowatt-hour of power, costing you just pennies. For off-grid families, homesteaders, or anyone running their home on a solar battery system, this is a massive lifesaver that keeps you cool without draining your power reserve. There is simply no money in the commercial air conditioning industry in teaching people that a $20 fan and 2 frozen bottles can keep them comfortable. The industry makes billions of dollars selling expensive central air systems, high-power window units, monthly electricity, and annual maintenance contracts. That is why this incredibly effective, simple method stays quiet. But now, you know the secret, and you have the power to stay perfectly cool without paying a massive monthly bill. If you like this info, please like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel as it helps us grow and shows your support. We are dedicated to sharing practical, off-grid solutions and old-school self-sufficiency skills. Tonight, find a fan you already own, save 2 1-liter plastic bottles, fill them up with water and a 1/4 cup of salt, and freeze them overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, enjoy your own free air conditioner. Leave a comment below letting us know how much the temperature dropped in your room, and we will see you in the next video.